Hi guys, I'm going to show you a little trick on this short video, I hope, short video, as to how we can maybe make it easier to produce consistent fills for the objects cut through and sections. This is earlier students' work, quite a nice effort, and if you look at the sections, um, you'll see, I think when this opens up, well, the students seem to have had a object way up in the sky for some reason, but when I go down to it, you'll see that the stuff cut through, there's a few kind of inconsistencies, there's slabs, there's walls and the roofs, and it's not really clear what's cut through, and it could involve an awful lot of putting in fills and hatches, and they might not be quite the same. And this guy as well has put in some ground beams, which we don't really need for the type of drawing that we're looking to use. So there's a very simple way around this, which I wasn't aware of until recently, and only a colleague has been helping us from outside. Soto has been a massive help in trying to generate this little device. And it's a thing called graphic overrides. And I've put these on Moodle for you to download. They're just very small files, and you just download them as usual and put them somewhere that you remember where they will be. And basically, I'm going to just go into this graphic overrides dialog, and these little buttons here allow us to import some graphic overrides. So this is for a section. So there you should have downloaded the same little graphic override. So I'm going to bring this in and go open. And you'll see that we've kind of got certain conditions in here. We set them up that it's going to cut through certain things and make them more kind of neutral, which is going to save us a lot of trouble. So I'm just going to click OK, and that should then apply itself to this drawing. And with any luck, you can see that this is a lot more neutral now. I mean, I can see the roof clearly cut through. I can see the walls, and I don't mind that they're all going in together. In fact, if anything, I like that, the kind of simplicity of it, and the fact that it's a uniform hatch the whole way through. I can live with this as well. And he started to show a slab, and he started to show that there was some kind of suspended timber floor over here, but that isn't a bad design section. There's a few things in here that would be worth noting for your project, though. I think in the design section, these lines are probably not needed, and certainly not going all the way through the building. Now, make sure you refer to the checklist, because there's things missing here, like some of the dimensions, just simple dimensions we asked for. And how you can adjust these story levels is just right click on your section and go to section settings, which is not the same as view settings. Now when you go to that control and the dialog box opens up, you can see that there's the story levels, and at the minute it's a solid line, this kind of blue line going all the way through. So we just take off this one, take off that one, and basically click OK, and they should just appear now on the left hand side. It's the same for elevations as well. So if you do the same thing with the elevation settings, and if the story levels have got that little just put them on one side. I think going all the way through is probably more appropriate in my view for production drawings. But that's one section. I'm going to show you again how it works. This is I'll open up another section of this drawing, and you'll see the same thing seem to happen here with this. I have to kind of zoom all, and at the minute you can see that there's quite a lot, and it's quite haphazard, the fact that this roof's got a different hatch, and we can't really see the slab. Now the slab in our building should have been put on the first floor at 260 millimeters, and where you get that from is we told you in our PDF section that the top of the strapping plate was 2590. If you take 2590 from 2850, you'll get the thickness of the structure, which is 260. Now this section has not been adjusted the way the other one is, so I just go down to the graphic overrides and I go to the little icon to the side, and because I brought this in for the other section, I can do it again and just say OK, please, and right away it does that. And you guys should make sure you've got the right got all the room names, and just please refer to the checklist. Now there's another one what we're going to do for the ground floor plan, because I think in the ground floor plan, we've had some comments in the past about the pink furniture and, sorry, pink plumbing and various kind of furniture items being kind of luminous or kind of colored outlines that have a strange kind of hierarchy. So what we've done is we've done a similar thing for the plans. So all you do is again go down to the bottom and you just go, now you may have to just click this button and we have to import this again. So I've put these two files in a folder in Moodle. So you just go and look for the one called floor plan neutral windows, click open, and we'll click OK again. And you'll find that basically what has happened is now the furniture, I'm not sure where that furniture, he must have put that in a different layer, I think. Yeah, I think if this was design, fittings, plumbing, it would be grey. So it's just that, you know, make sure that your plumbing fixtures that you want to be grey are actually in that layer, because I think this fella has put it in dock plumbing. And if we put it on the layer, because that's the one that our rules have applied to, so I think it's design, fittings, plumbing, and then that changes that fitting from a pink one to a grey one. And look, if you prefer the way it was, you just say no overrides, and right away you can see the difference. And if we go here, floor plan neutral, now this may be a temporary fix, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go to this section again, and if it goes back to the way it was, what you do is highlight that section, go to the view settings, and in the graphic overrides, all you got to do is just look for the one that we tried out earlier, click OK, and that'll leave that as a permanent change. Same thing we do on this one. You've got it's going back to the way it was because we just kind of had a temporary change down here. To make it more permanent, we're going to right click, go section settings, and where it's, sorry, not section settings, my apologies, it's a view settings, and where you see this graphic overrides, we just change that to the one that we brought in, and it should give us a nice kind of neutral you know, image. And if you want, you put the sky in. Now again, this section I don't think I changed the way I did for the other one. So what you do, just to refresh your memory about that, is this is where you go to the section settings, and this is where you go to the story levels and say okay, take that out, and we're good to go. I think that is enough for that little short video, so I think we'll just leave it at that. There is no major obligation for you to use those overrides, but I think it will make your the drawing look more consistent. I think it'll make things much simpler for you, because in the past students had to put these fills in individually. Now this guy had put in ground beams, which we don't need until 5045, so I'm deleting that and just keep a nice simple image, and this could possibly be cropped off you know, in the layout book. I think that's probably all I need to tell you about, so I'll just stop this video now, and best of luck with that.